So without further ado, let's go ahead and meet our co-hosts. First up, you remember him from yesterday, that Autrain, Michigan, retiring surface warfare officer. He's back for more, Mr. Michael Knickerbocker. Coming in at second, all the way from California. She's appropriated money, she's invested money, she knows where all the money is hidden. Joe Mama, Heather Joe Richman. Number 3, he just got off a plane, rolled out of a warehouse in Ukraine. That NYU film school sort of dropout come drone slinger, Mr. Brian Streem. And last but certainly not least, our king of the hill, that big green goblin revenue generating Marine from every defense tech startup. He's made all the money in the world, Mr. Scott Sanders. Welcome, sir. Where's your wig? This guy was supposed to look like a 70s, well, I won't say what to say. All right. Everybody here is going to grab a buzzer. This is what we're going to do here this morning. We had no music. Music's slowing me down. All right, here we go. Buzzers for, yep, test that thing out. Make sure that thing works. There we go. Yeah, it's really important that everybody knows that. All right, perfect. So we're gonna go ahead and hold that on your lap. Yep, X facing outwards so that some others can see what's going on. All right. So team, here's what we're going to do. Scott's king of the hill. Scott's been in this business.
Who?
Mr. Sanders. That's Neon Dion.
Right.
Coach
Sorry,
Prime.
didn't know.
The guy drinking goat.
We're going to try it. There's a couple of goals today.
The goat pee?
One of the goals is to give Scott a nickname. Scott's kind of
Goat
avoided
pee.
a nickname for a while.
I've made it 39 years without a nickname, and I'm really proud of that.
We're going to try hard here. We're going to make him an airman, maybe even an aviator. I don't know. We're going to give you a nickname today. We're going to try on it. Call sign at least. So Scott's king of the hill. These three have volunteered to try to knock Scott off his perch as general kind of splainers stuff. Head of defense explaining things. So what we're going to do is test their knowledge with a few acronyms. We're going to go through some defense trivia in people, places, things, and a little curveball. We're adding a fourth category, a little curveball this morning with some movie trivia, little movie trivia.
Hunt for that October.
What is Pulp Fiction?
You don't have to answer in Jeopardy style, but we don't mind if you do. That's kind of how we're going to roll.
Why not?
Yep, yeah, perfect. This is going to go great. So with that,
Down Periscope.
Here's what we've got. There's a few things at stake here. I want to just kind of pull this out for you. First off, just like yesterday, over to my left, stage right, is the challenge booth. You see a red flag. We've got our resident referee ready to adjudicate. If at any point anybody in the audience has a problem with any of our panelists' answers, they are welcome to grab that thing, give it a chuck, throw it right here on stage. We'll pick it up. We'll hear 15 seconds from the challenger, a 15-second rebuttal from our host, and then we'll decide who wins. If you were to knock off one of our hosts, you could kind of choose. There's a couple of options. You might be able to customize this hat with, I don't know, whatever message you want and put it on your co-host. The co-host may have to win this spinner. Or if you're really ambitious, you get to replace that co-host for the next question. So lots of opportunity at the challenge booth. And you know what you're playing for. We're playing for the heavyweight defense game day championship belt. So whoever wins gets to walk off the stage with that sucker. All right. We good? Everybody with us? I'm glad we're buzzing.
Wait, there's a chance I get kicked off the stage?
I would like to take that chance.
Okay.
Clearly you didn't watch yesterday's show. I'm back.
It's true.
But the leopard print loafers wanted a pay raise, so I had to leave them at the
Back
hotel.
by popular demand, and you left your shoes at home. Like, what was the takeaway from yesterday? We said the shoes stole the show, so you decided to leave the shoes at home.
I am where I am in life by making poor decisions, so why would I break that now?
I want a refund on Michael's day 2 salary. Okay, folks, let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna start with people. The first category today is people. We're gonna go from 100 to 500. We're just gonna run down. No chewy. This is a dictatorship. This is not a democracy. We're gonna go ahead and just roll down the list. All right. What you're gonna do is buzz in. I'll choose whoever buzzes first. You get it right, you get the points. You get it wrong, you lose the points. So just something to think about. But if you entertain your host, your co-host, you may have a chance to win something anyway. All right? Are we ready? We're ready. All right. Make sure we mics up when we're talking here. All right. Ready? Acronym number 1. BUMED.
Bureau of Medicine.
Wow. They both went at the same time. Anybody want to? Both are 90% right. You're missing 10%.
And surgery.
The surgery part isn't actually in the acronym because the Navy's really bad at acronyms.
Ooh. Not a wrong.
Hence why I knew it.
Both are correct. Let's do 100. That's 100 to both Scott and Michael. They literally got it at the same time. All right. Now acronym number 2. FIST. Scott.
Fire Support Integrations and Support Team.
That is 200 points to Scott.
In the Navy, it's Fleet Synthetic Training.
No one cares about the Navy, dude. Sorry.
Okay.
do you
Acronym
know
number
that?
We're
3.
in a harbor.
We're getting out of hand already. Acronym number 3. SNERT. SNERT.
S-N.
You want to buy a vowel for?
Can you use it in the form of sentence?
Oh no, there might be there's a dirty bomb in somewhere public. Let's call the SNERT. Yes, Michael.
Smurfs need ecstasy, Ritalin, and tequila.
Let's go ahead and give 50 points to Michael for creativity. Anybody else want to take a shot? Sensitive Nuclear Effects Response Team. Sensitive.
It's an Army thing.
Okay. Ready? This one's
Saberni.
This is a little onomatopoeia. Let's do a little onomatopoeia this morning. Wham. WHAM. Wham.
Last Christmas.
I gave you my heart.
We can go ahead and take some points away from Michael on that one. Take 100 points. I don't know what the hell that meant.
You don't play Whamageddon at Christmas?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Are you unwell? Like, I've never heard of that.
People.
Google it, people.
People for what are we on? This is people for 500. It's getting hard.
Can you spell it again?
WHAM. Counterinsurgency campaign. Yes.
I don't know.
He's technically correct. He's not wrong. We won't deduct points for that answer. Heather, any wham for you?
Absolutely nothing. No.
Okay. Would you like to try again? Anybody from the audience? Do you have any whammies? Winning Hearts and Minds. Winning Hearts and Minds from
Wait, what?
counterinsurgency days. Scott's like that. Okay, and our last. This is people for 600. MOPP. MOPP.
Mission-oriented protection posture.
That is correct. Wow. That is correct, Mr. Knickerbocker.
I feel like he's cheating. He can see the cards from the
Okay,
side.
that's. I'll
That's why I'm
I can
looking
see
into
too,
your
but it
deep eyes.
I can see them too, and it's not helping me 1 ounce. So.
Have
Okay,
you
well,
seen his
bonus round on
handwriting?
people. Bonus round on people. This one's not an acronym, but it is a word. Squirt.
That's dirty.
I think that says more about you than it does about the word. Scott?
You mean like a squirter, as in someone who's left the objective during a raid?
An enemy hostile leaving the scene of an operation.
Yeah.
Scott gets those points. All right. That wraps up people. Well done, team. That was pretty good.
Yeah. High five. You and me. In the middle. Nailed it.
We survived.
Why are we in the
This game
middle?
this game is really hard.
I feel like my points aren't accurate on the board.
Points. So what do we have? At the end of round 1, we've got Michael with 1050. Heather and Brian, by doing absolutely nothing, are both locked in at 1,000. And we've got Scott
We're
at
just cute.
1,300.
We're just cute.
Very much still
I just got
anybody's game.
600. How does that math work?
Yeah, I think they're working on the 600 is my guess. So Scott should be at 1,900. Yep,
There
we
we
go.
go.
All right, let's move on to places. Places for 100. That seems backwards. We'll start with one of my favorite acronyms, POO, P-O-O.
Point of origin.
That's correct. 100 points to Mr. Sanders.
You guys got to try harder.
These aren't naval terms.
Because no one cares about the Navy. Start
This
from
might
position one.
blow your mind, but I am trying as hard as possible.
I am seriously trying.
I am like
I'm not
using
giving
all
up.
my effort right now. Is not really showing.
I work in the private sector. I mean, come on.
Brian is hustling until we get to the movie segment. He's gonna take it. Remember, we're basically
He went to
spotting
film
him.
school.
Okay, places for 200. Gig, G-I-G.
Isn't that a Navy thing?
Something of a virtual place, so to speak.
Oh. Yeah, because you get knocked off the gig.
What
Global
does it stand for?
Information Grid. Global Information, or what DOD calls the Internet from time to time.
I'd like to go
believe that's called
global
the
information gig.
I think Heather got that one
I
correct.
got that one right?
A bit delayed, but she did get it correct. Okay, places for 300. Shape. 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 No internationalists among us, huh? How about you, Mr. Streem? You might have talked to these folks in the last few months of your life, living in the Ukrainian warehouse.
That's the NATO team.
Why don't they just call it the NATO team?
Supreme Headquarters, Allied Powers, Europe.
Sounds
okay.
important.
We're Team America up here. We're not really foreigners. No foreigners. We need some
Clearly,
foreign
we're in line with the
representation.
administration.
If any
We
Brits
know
are in the
nothing
audience
about
and wanna
NATO.
if any Brits in the audience want to hop on stage and help round out our team, you're welcome. This
Hey, Shape's
summarizes.
in Brussels.
This summarizes more than. I'm sorry. What was that?
Shape, it's in Brussels. You said the Brits. It's in Belgium. Different
I'm just thinking
country.
about
It's
Waffles.
the same thing.
Europe.
Shh.
Europe. They did leave Europe. You're right. Okay. We are now on 400. Places for 400. This summarizes quite a bit of what's happening this morning. Dumb. D-U-M-B. Dumb. No?
Defense
Where did you find these?
From my deep expertise on military affairs.
ChatGPT, like worst
Deep
military acronyms
under-
ever. Just get a list.
Deep underground military base. Deep underground military base. No?
That is dumb.
Spider hole.
Okay.
I believe the acronym you're looking for there is heavy, deep, buried targets.
All right, let's do this one. Will be 400. We'll do places for 400. Everybody should get this one, I hope. Let's see. NASIC.
National Air and Space Intelligence Center.
There it is. All right, 400 to Scott. We got some cheerleaders
It's an
in the
Air Force
crowd.
thing.
Scott's got some pom-pom
Diversity.
wavers.
Heated swimming pools in Kuwait.
I will tell you, right now, if we're getting live action on the side, you go ahead and approach our odds makers. You can put a bet. Right now, Scott is the odds-on favorite to retain the heavyweight belt as Secretary of Splain and Stuff, King of the Hill, and all things acronyms. But let's see. This one, we've got a 600-point. This is a bonus round on places. This will be 600 points. I don't think anybody's going to get close to this. JM Wave. I feel like, Brian, you might know what that is. No?
I don't.
All right, we'll keep that one a mystery. All right.
Hard no.
We need the
The J is probably joint.
How are we feeling here, team? What's going on here?
Military,
Heather,
joint.
Let's just
we're
do a
Wait,
quick
can we
check
do it as a
in.
group?
We're trying to figure this one
It's
out.
like joint munitions, something,
yeah,
no
joint,
one cares.
Yeah, we're gonna figure J Wave.
JM Wave.
JM Wave.
JM Wave.
Joint
munitions.
munitions.
How are
With,
we feeling?
It's actually not an acronym. It's a bit of a trick. Miami Station or Wave Station is a CIA intelligence station at the Naval Air Station Richman from 1961, 1968.
That's why I didn't answer because we're not supposed to talk about it.
Cold War stuff. Yeah, it's a bit secret. I see you as a Cold War guy. Not so much. They're still fighting the
Yeah,
Russians.
no, I'm
The Cold War is hot.
I'm wondering if I should look for a different profession.
The Cold War never ended for Brian, as it turns out.
No, I'm living in the past, man.
I do
Sorry.
remember. This is a little bit of the. I think it was the Obama-Romney debate or something when Obama said, "Earth to Mitt Romney, the Cold War has ended."
Yeah.
Okay.
It has not.
How are we feeling? Quick check in here down the line, Michael. How you feel about your odds? Okay, not great. Heather.
I think if you add our 3 scores together, we have a chance.
Okay, Brian.
Terrible.
Scott, you sitting pretty?
I'm still flummoxed by the whole dumb acronym, like why that was
Yeah.
used that way. I don't know.
I also don't really like that. Like some of them are acronyms and some of them like kind of aren't. It's a little,
So
a little
you're-
doobie. A little doobie. I'm calling, this
Collusion.
collusion.
Did you you ever been to a casino, Brian?
Never.
The house always
All the
wins.
time. I'm at the casino every
Do,
night.
do you ever go to the casino and try to change the odds on the slot machine?
I don't play slots.
Okay, well,
I'm one of my putts.
it's a losing proposition.
That's frowned
yeah,
upon.
The only question is how quickly
yeah,
you lose.
Yeah, roulette. That's
All
where
right,
I. That's
let's
where I
keep
really
this-
shine.
Let's keep this thing
Russian?
moving. Let's keep this
You
thing
know
moving.
it.
Let's move into things. We're going to move into the things
I
segment,
have, a
third
good feel, I have a
segment.
good feeling about this one.
We're moving along here. Okay. Things for $100. We're going to start right here with, this is a good one. Dude. D-U-D-E. Software folks? No?
Can we get like a check on how many times?
Yeah,
this
I'm
has been
analog.
referenced in the literature. Like,
Deployable universal data element. No dudes, huh? Okay. 200. Sad arm. We're no. Heather, why don't you take? I want you to
losing
take the
side
mic.
of
Why
a
don't you
Dutch
come up with-
rudder?
What acronyms? quiz everybody. What's an acronym you got?
Let's go IDIQ.
IDIQ.
Indefinite delivery, indefinite quantity.
Look at them all together. How about that?
See?
Give it up for the,
All
give it
right.
up for the battle.
I'll be honest, I didn't really know that one either.
He waited.
You just
kinda
mumble
mimed
along with
everyone
everyone.
else.
What about a what about a CRADA?
Creative.
Collaborative research and
Cooperative. It's
development.
Cradle
cooperative
to
research
grave.
and development.
Yes, sir. Brian is going down. Oh,
What
boy.
the hell is going on here?
Brian,
I could lose points?
Brian, you are a military contractor, and you need to know the ways in which. How do you sell product? by
You
the way?
lost 2 points.
He has
You guys
people
really
for
lost
that.
2 points.
Charm.
How did I get 1 point? I'm coming up with this. I'm saving this thing.
The,
Okay.
the booth is a little unhinged right now. We're just kind of going rogue. Heather got 1 point for trying. Okay, back to me.
I took your
How
point.
about spam? SPAM.
It's
None of you gotten spam before?
Like, are we talking about the? It's
like the meat that you put on top of the rice.
Like,
There's a lot of
In
options.
Hawaii.
There's a lot of ways to
Spams.
be right on this one.
It's
You
an
could also be
Indo-Pacom for
talking
sure.
about special
lot of ways to
projects
be
for
wrong,
advanced
too.
space. A lot of ways to be. So we've had a chilling effect by deducting points. Brian doesn't want to go any lower here. Is what I'm hearing.
So if I say something wrong, I lose points?
We're hearing a plea
You only
for-
lost 2 points,
That's true.
and you gave one of them to me.
Well, that's messed up. I'd like that point back.
No. Oh, you just lost another one. Oh, wait, can I have my
Pretty
point?
much anytime
no,
I speak,
would
I
like
lose
my point
points.
back.
Is that-
I would like my. All you have to do is ask nicely, and our
Can I
benevolent.
please have my 1 point
the
back?
benevolent dictators
No, I just
in the
lost
back.
another one. God damn it,
Okay.
don't talk to me anymore.
All right.
Last one on things. How about THAAD?
That, what?
Terminal high
High-altitude air
altitude
defense system.
defense.
Man, these two are kind of in lockstep. It's kind of like if one gets it, both gets it, huh? Interesting.
They share a brain.
It's
That's what we
cute.
expect.
Two people who were in the military but tend to get the ones that were not made up. Yeah.
Halo?
Take this up with AI. Apparently, it's not great. Okay, let's do this. We're gonna go
How
ahead.
did
and
I get no points for that?
Wait, I have one more.
Yeah,
I have
there
one
should be
more. I have
some
one
sort
more.
of
Oh, Heather's got
I did
one more.
One more acronym. Ready? DOD.
DOD.
Department of Defense.
You didn't buzz in though.
Department of Defense.
Wait, you can't answer your own question.
Yes, I can. Watch me. I just did.
I think
I'd
Heather
like some
gets
points for these.
Pretty sure you have to answer your own question, the
She's
form
not
of
only
the
is she
question.
getting
I got
the
my
answers
point
right,
back.
She's
Thank you
playing
so
by the
much.
rules of the game.
Thank you so much.
If there's one thing you got to learn
What,
in DOD
what is my
acquisition,
what is my birthday? June 27th, 1987. Oh,
My
Definitely
God,
some
you're
track
young.
songs for that.
June
Did you say-
27,
Did you just say
1987.
1997?
87.
I was just
Seven.
giving out PI.
Oh,
on the
okay.
stage.
I-
June 27,
concerned.
1987.
I'm June 28th, 1983.
oh shit! We should throw a.
Is
birthday
everybody
together.
telling the audience how old they are right now?
Hey, what's your
Not me.
guys'
Do you want my
social?
social security
Yeah.
number or my
Actually,
mother's maiden name?
that is worth a few thousand points if Brian gives his if Michael gives his social
I will
security
give
number.
my social security number right now if I win the game. I want the belt for my social. Let's
you
go.
could just buy it.
Let's go.
OPM already gave it away. Don't worry.
Okay, here's an acronym: Navy.
No. Okay, we're on to
Never
movies.
again volunteer yourself.
Let's go ahead. We're moving to our fourth and final segment, movies. I don't have a
How
lot
does
of
Michael have
optimism here.
45,000 points? What the hell's going on?
Let's go ahead and check in. Let's check in with the scoreboard. I'm going to head over here. Let's see.
Five.
We've got right now. Wow.
Nick knows where his bread is buttered.
Testing,
Michael seems to have 4550 question mark. I'm not sure what that means. Heather
Placeholder.
Heather has exactly the same number of points as if she had never
testing.
stepped on stage with 1,000.
That's incredible.
I like to keep it. I like to keep it
Testing.
under the radar.
Brian, says Brian has gone down
was never
by
here.
now 12 points. An arbitrary 12 points have been deducted from Brian's
Make it
score.
87 because that's the year he was born.
And Scott is at 2,400 points. I really have no idea how can we get a challenge? Can we challenge flag to the control booth? Can we understand why Michael has 4,550 points?
Question mark.
I'm sure he's quite
Potential social security number.
So it's a potential. They're awaiting the social security number disclosure.
683.
Well, you got the first two
1-4.
numbers right.
Okay, all right. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and cut this off. This is a live broadcast. This is going live in China, Singapore, and Malaysia, and also Nigeria, where there was a bunch of princes who have been asking for my social for the last 10 years. Let's go ahead and take that off.
My
the way.
identity's not worth stealing.
Let's go. All right, we're moving into the final round here. We're going to the movie round. We've got a couple of bonuses. I think it's going to be good. Everybody locked in? These are not serious acronyms.
Top Gun Maverick.
Wait, they're acronyms of movies? Who does that? What sort of insanity is that?
You went to film school. If you don't
I'm
win
so-
this, I will literally.
I'm
not sitting next to you anymore.
The pressure's incredibly high. But if it's like, oh, what's the acronym of a movie that came out in 1950? Who the hell knows that?
I also was not alive in my 1950,
let's
whatever
go,
you're
let's
about
go,
to say.
let's go.
All right, number one
I was.
for 150 points, just to kind of like make this hard. Fubar.
Fucked up
Fubar.
beyond all repair.
Wait, what was the last part of it?
That's a movie?
Yeah, wait, I'm sorry. What?
Hold
Also,
on,
that's
say it again.
used all the time.
That's correct. 100
What-
points. 100 points. for
What
Michael.
year did that film come out?
It was in Saving Private Ryan amongst like 25 other movies.
Oh, so it's like not the name of a movie. It's like some
Oh, okay.
line said in some movie. Okay, all right.
This is a pretty
Also,
common one.
month
It's also
3
used
of
beyond
any
the military.
deployment.
This is I had
right.
some empathy for you earlier. I don't really
yeah,
on
let's
this one.
let's go.
All
Let's
right,
go.
for 200, Bohica.
Bend over, here it comes again.
That's 200 points for Michael. He's creeping up. He's
I think that's
creeping up.
worth double points. That's funny.
I gotta be honest with you.
That's worth double
They
points.
did not teach this in film school.
They did.
Okay.
I learned about theory.
We got a flag coming.
How about a little TV? A little TV.
Oh God.
We have a challenge flag. Do we have we have a challenge flag?
All right.
Channing, come approach the stage, please. Come on.
What does that? What does this mean?
I think you're getting kicked off the stage. Is what I think.
I think you're
Just
getting
don't
kicked off the
Give
hit
that
me in
thing
the
a hurl. Give
eyeball
that thing a
like
whirl.
Orlando Brown.
All right, we've got a challenge flag.
Right
Channing,
at
come on,
you.
come on over here. No, come on over here.
The FUBAR answer? I believe he said fucked up beyond all repair.
It's
I believe
recognition.
It is recognition.
That is correct.
That's why
That
I
is
asked,
correct.
What was the last R?
That is
You
correct.
guys yada yada yada.
That
through
is a
it.
great
It was the wrong
challenge
answer.
flag.
Ooh.
Challenge is granted.
I actually have an acronym book at home titled FUBAR.
Of course you do.
But
I don't know
what's
if
the last word?
admitting to that's going to help your case here.
Recognition.
What's the last word?
It's recognition.
Repair.
It's repair,
It's
recognition.
recognition.
When you're talking equipment,
I think it says
As
the card
used in the
says
movie,
recognition.
it's
It's
recognition.
recognition. Deduct the points from Michael. The points go to Channing.
All right.
boo.
Pick your.
a-
Are
it's a
you
cold-blooded game.
proxying your points?
Clearly, you've never turned an
Channing is
air
proxying
compressor
her
into an
points.
engine.
I would like to highlight I said that when we dialed in or when we responded.
It's just-
I would like my points.
Scott's on a Zoom call right now because he's always be closing. We love it. All we need is we have any VCs in the audience. We get a term sheet up here. All right, here we go.
Copies for
all
closers.
recognition. Let's adjust the scoreboard. Wonderful. We are moving along. That's a great challenge. That was well done. All right.
Maybe the worst throw I've ever seen, which we're going to talk about later, Channing. That the underhanded shit you just
This-
did. But
This next one is not only an acronym, it is also the name of a popular TV show, MASH.
it's Mobile Army Surgical Hospital.
That is correct.
Wow.
That
That's
is correct.
impressive.
400 points for MASH.
I think he should get half points because he was not sure of his answer.
Do you guys not have a childhood?
I'm
Did-
Ron
he did
Burgundy.
kind of stutter through it.
Style points. Give Michael 10 points for style. I know you left the damn shoes at home. You could have won some style points, but you can't come here. No. All right, here we go. This is it. This is the whole enchilada. Would you like to play double Jeopardy, Brian, on this one?
Yeah, you can take all my points and let's
Daily
no,
double.
let's do it. I'll put it all on the line.
Yeah. Okay.
You still can't win though.
I know it's impossible. Wait a second, they already took it away. What the hell?
We're holding your points in escrow.
Jesus Christ.
We're holding those points
That
in
is
escrow. We want to make
cold-blooded.
sure you can't
They took it away
abscond with your
before I even had a
points.
chance. All right.
All right, here we go. Fugazi.
I think it's a Lauryn Hill album. No.
A Lord album?
Lauryn Hill
Lauryn
album.
Hill
No.
album. I don't know. Can we fact check
It's,
that?
it's not an acronym though.
I don't think so.
Fugazi is like it's
it's
made
fu-
up. with
Fugazi,
Fugazi.
Fugazi.
Fugazi, Fugazi.
Yeah.
In like a bada bing, bada gabagool.
Yeah, kind of.
It's like a
In a
made up thing.
fucked up kind of way.
So you did get the first two words correct. Fucked up are the first two words. Fricked up. I'm sorry. We're live here at Apex Defense. We can't curse.
Fricked up, Genoma.
It's a U.
What's the Z stand for? I think if we get the Z, we can unlock this.
Would we like to phone a friend? Any friends in the audience want to weigh in on Fugazi?
No.
No. Everybody is stumped, huh? Okay. Should I tell you? Or should we just hold this one for another day?
You should tell us.
Wait, I have -4 points now. So the
Should be-
best I
should
could
be
do is
-1,000.
get what? -8.
Would you like to double?
You answer, you
Mr.
lose.
Streem.
I'm still double down.
We didn't get it.
Okay,
We
from a popular movie, fucked up, got ambushed, zero intel.
Get the hell out of here! Really?
That is. We're gonna send Brian
What
back to
movie is
film
that from?
school. All right, let's go ahead and check in on the scoreboard. In last place with a giant L, we have my good friend all the way from you. He flew in all the way from Ukraine for that L, Mr. Brian.
I wear it with
Streem.
pride.
Thank you for wearing that L for us, Brian. You're doing God's work. In second place, all the way from California, she tried.
I was never here.
She came.
I literally
She
did
came-
nothing.
She totally got out of bed this morning. Heather, Joe Mama Richman, in third place with 1,660 points. And a lot of sass this morning. We appreciate the banter. Mr. Michael Knickerbocker. And still the reigning champion. He has not been knocked off the throne. Neon Dion Coach Prime, the Rainmaker,
Damn.
Scott Sanders.
You're going to have to do this again?
Let's
until
go
you
ahead and
lose?
get
Shit.
our heavyweight championship belts
Sounds like you actually lose.
for Mr.
Retire
Sanders.
immediately.
Where's our referee?
exactly.
Let's get that belt to the stage, and he gets the
It's not
T-shirt.
going to fit over his head.
Come
though.
on, Scott. You get 60 seconds uninterrupted on the soapbox. Stand on up here. 60 seconds on the soapbox to tell this lovely audience whatever it is you would like. No buzzers are allowed during the soapbox segment.
That was not my contract.
Come on, Scott. Take your place and go ahead.
I prefer to sit.
That's your
Is
choice.
this like a speech situation?
This is your soapbox 60 seconds.
Have you never watched Round the Horn?
Mute everybody else's mic,
I'm not a
please.
sports ball guy.
Sports ball? Is that what you
Sports
said?
ball. Yeah. It's when you don't know.
While
what the
Scott is
sport
thinking of what to say, this is what we'll do here. I want to give a special shout out to all of our partners, all of our sponsors. One of them may be Scott's company, Forterra, which had the good judgment or horrendous judgment to hand us a microphone, give us a stage, and let us do our thing this morning. Thank you to Forterra. Thank you to our partners at Prism and the Arena as well. We appreciate all of you. Thank you to the team at Apex Defense. And of course, thank you to our men and women in uniform in the audience here. Without you, we have no mission, we have no ability. The tagline for the tagline for Defense Game Day is Defense for All. We want to make these conversations accessible to everybody because, well, we all benefit from America's national security here in this country. Not everybody contributes. We want to make that possible for more. So, Scott, with that, the floor is yours.
Thanks for having us out. Just an embarrassing level of acronym knowledge from the panel.